Africans should not yet celebrate this coup. We must be wise. Listen, we must be wise, because celebration without clarity can lead to disappointment. Yes, celebration without clarity can lead to disappointment. My people, today we're going to talk about Guinea-Bissau, a small nation but standing at a very dangerous crossroad. You know, the Western media is already shouting. The Western media is already twisting, and like always, they want Africa to stay blind. But today, I will expose the truth. I will expose the truth and open the eyes. So let's go. On the 26th of November 2025, gunshot echoed around the capital of Guinea-Bissau. You know, soldiers moved into the presidential palace. You know, roads were blocked, borders shut, and the media stations were told to stop broadcasting.
Today, early morning, we just wake up and then we had gone in shooting and stuff. And then people were moving out because people were running because they don't know what is happening. And then, like, the place is somehow boring now because the market is closed, the offices are already closed, everybody is closed now, everybody is at home now, right now.
And then the army went on national TV and said, "We have taken full control of the country." That's what they say. My people, this was not a lie. This was not a rumor. This was not a confusion. This was a direct military takeover. But here's what the Western media will not tell you. The elections that just happened was already dirty. Why am I saying that? Because the strongest opposition party that fought for the independence was banned from participating. It was banned from participating. Now tell me, how can you call that a free election? How can you call that a free election? Before the result were even counted, two candidates declared themselves winners. Chaos, manipulation, power games. This is the truth they are hiding. The coup did not come from nowhere. The elections was already broken. But the Western media, they want you to think everything was perfect until the army stepped in. Africa knows better. My people, listen to me carefully. When the Western media reports an African crisis, they will never tell you the full story. They will always choose the side that protects their interests, not Africa's truth. Right now, they are shouting democracy under attack, military dictatorship, and illegal coup. But ask yourself, where were these voices when opposition parties were banned? Where were these voices when elections were manipulated? And where were these voices when political elites were stealing the country piece by piece? Where were they? Silence. Complete silence, because the West does not fear coups. They fear African independence. They fear Africans choosing leaders who don't serve foreign masters. An African proverb says, when you point one finger, three fingers point back at you. They accuse Africa, but they hide their own interests in the shadows. Guinea-Bissau is not new to instability. This is a country with many coups since the independence. Why? Because corruption, drug trafficking networks, foreign influence have never allowed the nation to breathe. So this coup happened because the election was not trusted, because the system was already collapsing, because the people had no faith in the political class, and the army believed that the leaders were manipulating the result. Now, did the army act for the people or for themselves? That is the big question. My people, this is the hopeful path. If the military remove the corrupt officials, if they clean the system, if they organize real election, if they allow all parties to run, then Guinea-Bissau can finally start a new chapter. I mean, we have seen this before. For example, Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso was drowning under France and corruption. And then the young Captain Ibrahim Traore stood for his people. He broke all the chains and started building. As we can see the kind of achievement there, Captain Ibrahim Traore is working. If you haven't seen that, please check on my previous video. So he's building, and now the people are celebrating him. Now the question is, could Guinea-Bissau follow that path? Maybe, but only if the military works for the people. Only if they work for the people, not serving the colonial masters. My people, this is the danger. Many coups say we come to restore order, but then they become worse than the leaders they've removed. If the military that took over in Guinea-Bissau does not work for the people, if they only protect their own interests, if they only care about their own pockets, then Guinea-Bissau will enter a darker chapter than before. Africa must watch this closely, because fake liberators are more dangerous than open enemies. I'm gonna say that again. Fake liberators are more dangerous than open enemies. Western governments, ECOWAS, global powers, they may force Guinea-Bissau to return to the previous elites. Why? Because those elites protect their interests. Those elites protect foreign interests, not African interests. And if this happens, the people lose, corrupt return, nothing changes. Africans should not yet celebrate this coup. We must be wise. Listen, we must be wise, because celebration without clarity can lead to disappointment. Yes, celebration without clarity can lead to disappointment. Burkina Faso celebrated because the leader is pro-people, pro-Africa, and anti-colonial. He works fast. He exposes corruption. He returns dignity, and he builds factories, schools, and hospitals. The military that took over in Guinea-Bissau has not proven themselves yet. So we cannot celebrate them just because they came on TV with uniforms. Listen, uniforms means nothing if actions does not speak. We have to be careful. We need to be wise, because manipulation is all over there. These people want to manipulate us so that we can keep on being blind. So we need to be careful. Uniforms means nothing until actions speaks. I'm saying that again. Uniforms means nothing until actions speak. There's an African proverb that says, you do not celebrate a man until you see how he finishes his journey. So Africans should not celebrate them yet. I'm saying that again. Africans should not celebrate them yet. Now, should Africans pay attention to this? Yes, Africans should pay attention to this, because this can become something good. At the same time, it could become something bad, something very dangerous. Now, Guinea-Bissau is standing between two roads. One road leads to freedom, and another road lead to deeper suffering. But I'm going to tell you this. Do not listen to the Western media. Don't swallow their narrative. Do not allow them to choose your heroes. Listen, Africa must think for Africa. Africa must study for Africa, and Africa must judge for Africa. Now, if the new leaders of Guinea-Bissau work for the people, if they stand for the people, we Africans will stand with them. But if they don't work for the people, if they only work for the Western powers, we will expose them, confront them, and we're going to make sure that we take them out. My name is Kessa, and here I tell you what happened, what's happening, and what might happen in the future. My people, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, and thank you so much for not skipping the ads. Listen, it means a lot for me. Again, thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Peace.